Hello, hello. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Testing the mic, testing the sound, volume, all of that. Hope everybody's doing well today on this Sunday. Hello, hello. Check 1. Mic is good. We're good. Hope that you are doing well. You, your family, your friends, everybody. But we're back with another stream for the Sunday, June 8th, 2025. Looking to get some more wins for today. In hopes that, we can go green once again, back-to-back days. Well, I mean, technically we went, 5-3 Friday and 5-5 yesterday, which includes one parlay hitting, so that's a fifth win. So straight bets was 4 and a parlay was 5. Follow me over on Twitter here for all of my MLB picks, NBA Finals Game 2 picks. I have a play of the day. Gonna start doing those every day. But yeah, it was the recap from yesterday. Had a few total base picks, as you see. Turner didn't come through, Castellanos didn't come through, Tucker didn't come through, but Vinny was the play of the day. Like I said, I started to play of the day, and Vinny came through. I even posted it here on my Twitter account here. This was my play of the day. Originally it was just a regular play. I was like, you know what, this is gonna be my play of the day. I was feeling really great about this pick here, and I decided to make it the play of the day. I didn't even look at Springer, and he hit a home run yesterday. I didn't look at anything for him, but yeah, play of the day hit, won a few bucks, so that in turn allowed me to do whatever. And then I also won here. The only thing, as I stated in the post, when I decided to fade Talon and Paddock on their, well, Talon on his hits and Paddock on his runs. This was a part of the stream yesterday that I put this pick together and posted it here. That the only thing is I didn't put down like maybe $1 and some change or something, or a little bit over, to get back a couple of bucks back. So, but still cash. But the Yankees did not cash. I thought that they would go under their runs, and yeah, back-to-back games where the over hit, a lot of scoring. So today might be a day where I just stay off the game, like off the team side of things, and maybe look towards the players, one of the players or two of the players for the day's game. Just because the over might hit, don't want to, or the under might even hit. But this one hit. This could have been a play today for yesterday too, because I was really feeling really good about this one. Was Ellie to get a double, per his information, per what Prop Founder and Outlier was showing from yesterday. He got the job done. And I even put the video up here from the stream yesterday at the end of the stream, where I talk about how if you just taken Ellie for hits, for even if just for a hit, or some runs, or hits plus RBIs plus hits plus runs plus RBIs, and then a double. If you took them for a double, and then if you also took them for a home run, if you did all those separate, you would have probably won something. And he went 3 for 4. He got the hits plus runs plus RBI. He got a hit as well. He had 2 total bases. Didn't want to forget to mention that. And he got the double. Got the double for me. He just didn't get the home run, so that cash. But yeah, that was yesterday. Like I said, these are my couple of lock picks here for today. And I'm going to be looking to fade Drew here on his hits, specifically because I kind of feel like, he can cash here, go under 5 hits in the 5 innings maybe he's going to be pitching. He might get a few a few strikeouts against the Marlins, because the Marlins game, Marlins Tampa Bay Rays game has been pretty much like a sleeper game to watch. Like yesterday, I think that was like the, outside of the Yankees Boston game, yesterday's game was for the Marlins Tampa Bay game. Yesterday's game to me was like the game of the day, because it was high scoring game. Marlins won 11-10. Bottom of but that's the thing. Bottom of the Rays, I think it was the portion of the team that was hitting, while like Brandon Lowe and them weren't. They couldn't really find their bat, but still, it was just a great game. So there's that. And my play today for today, like I said, decided to start this up, retract all of my main picks that I was really choosing from, feeling really good about. It's like, well, this is it. This was 5-1 yesterday. I took Vinny for the 2.5 total bases, and he cashed, hit a home run. That was like simply easy, feel good pick. And today I'm going to be looking to fade the homie who plays for my home town or city here in PA, Paul Skeens. It's Paul Skeens Day, right? Definitely want to look to possibly take him for strikeouts, as he's going to be preparing to throw against Philly once again, because he pitched against them back on the 18th, and he did really well that game. But he's a play today. Currently on the record, 6-1 for the month of June on the play today. He's only allowed 54 hits and literally just one shot, almost 300 hits. In a head-to-head matchup against Philly, like I said, on the 18th, he only allowed 3 hits. He's 4-5 the last 5 games, 4-1, and then 6-4 the last 10, 6-10, and then his pitching average against lefties is in the green, 188, while it's in the red against right-handed batters, 171. So that's the play of the day. And then, as I've been saying, I use another AI tool called Jackson. It's through pinesports.com. Paid subscription. They give you a plethora of stuff, AI tools and stuff, even like an AI generating questionnaire thing you can ask. Ask Jackson to give you maybe say 3 batters to hit a home run, and it'll give you the analytics, the best over or under player prop for the day. It will give you that, and you put it in. Sometimes the picks win, sometimes they don't. Sometimes the home run picks hit through what it gives you, sometimes it doesn't. So I usually sometimes use Jackson once a day, but not all the time. I'll just be like, all right, well, let me test Jackson, see what it gives me if I ask it a question. But per this stuff, it's the total bases over, and it also gives you total bases under, projected wise though. Some hit, some don't, but it is what it is. And today, another pick, going with a hits, run, and RBI single bet. Chase Majoroth, gonna take his 1.5 -110 on DraftKings. I think this is my first bet in a long time I've done a hits plus run plus RBI single bet. Last 10, he's basically averaging 2, 1.8. He's 6-4 to the last 10. But in head-to-head matchup against the opponent, he's literally only had 1, and that was literally yesterday's game. He hit a home run. He's 1-5 over the last 5 games or 6 games. But his splits are in the green as far as batting average. During the day, 325, home 329, versus right-handed pitching 287, and then Sundays specifically 333. Like I mentioned in yesterday's stream, I see that number all the time, and this is once again yet another day. Once again, like the 10th or 15th or 20th or 300 and whatever. How many days that I see that number? I see it every day. So that's everything for today. As far as just the recap, and as far as the few picks that I already put in over on Twitter, whatever I pick for today, I'm going to post a few of them on Twitter, on my Twitter account. So we'll see what happens, Captain. But give me one moment while I do this real quickly over on Discord. Okay, all right, let's get it. Let's do it. Let's make it do what it do, baby. Let's see what we can do for today in hopes that we can get some wins today. Some more wins today. Let's see what we can do. So I think there's 9 games today. And actually I have another pitchers pick, but it's going to be a parlay, and actually I want to do that right now during the stream because I don't want to forget, because it was something that stood out to me. So it was, when I was looking at it on my phone, it was for my O's for sure, but it was one of the earlier games as well. But let me put the O's on here, because I'm gonna look to fade. I'm gonna do a parlay, and I'm gonna look to fade both pitchers on, I think it was hits, because that's what I've been feeling the last few days when I'm really looking at pitchers, specific pitchers, and been fading them, and it's been working out for the most part as far as their hits. Because as long as they're not allowing the hits, they're getting some strikeouts, they're getting outs, it's kind of working out that they're shutting the batters down for at least the first half of the game, for the first 5 innings, maybe sometimes 6, if they go a little bit longer. It's just something that you kind of want to pay attention to, because I know everybody goes after the batters. Everybody's looking for home runs, and I'm always encouraging you all here, and then on social media, and in my own betting group, and on Discord, and the couple of betting groups that I'm in, like, hey, like, we can push for home runs. It's great that we do. I sometimes do it. I don't do it much, but I'm looking to, like I even mentioned on the stream yesterday, I'm looking to really figure out total bases, to really find a way to hit on those roughly 4 days, 5 days out of a 7-day week. If I can do that consistently, if I can, it's not, there's nothing's guaranteed. I would love to do it 5, 6 months, 8 months in an entire year consistently, 4 or 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. I would love to do that all that, but there's nothing guaranteed in sports. Anything can happen. Even with all the information from Prop Finder, from Outlier, from Jackson, from whatever else tools that you're using, your own tools, your own research, nothing's guaranteed that to go in the route that you're thinking. And I don't think this is the picture. It is not, so it's not that one. I'm gonna find this out because I still got plenty of time. Might be KC. It was one of the pitchers to, I want to say, to fade them, and it wasn't you, because I'm actually going against you with Chase, so it's not you. But it was one of the earlier games. Just trying to remember who it was. I'm just gonna have to kind of re-look at this. And actually, I think I found it. I think it was Sanchez. Now he faced off against the Pirates last year. He allowed 8 hits. Now, as far as hits are concerned, he's not like that's what I'm saying. Fading him would be more of a better option, because he's 7 for 3 of the last 10 games, 3 for 2 over the last 5, and actually 2 and 1 in the last 3 matchups against the Pirates. He actually pitches better against right-handed batters. So let's look at the roster here. It's mostly right-handed batters. Well, it's sort of. It might be 50-50. Let's see. Because Reynolds can, let's say Reynolds, because he's left-handed pitcher, let's say he bats right today. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. and then the rest are 1, 2, 3, 4. So 9 out of 13 hitters are right-handed batters. So then he doesn't pitch well against left-handed batters. K percentage is 6% for Pirates. He's averaging basically what it looks like, possibly 10 K per 9. So I'm just trying to really look to see if that's what I want to do today. To fake, because again, like I said, to parlay a pick, right? Now let me double check, because I may have already put it in. And I did, actually. I did it already. Never mind. So this is the pick. I did put it in. So I took Sanchez. Fading his under on hits is 5.5. DraftKings minus 160. And I parlayed, because I'm relying on my Pirates to suck today as far as hitting. So you might want to maybe possibly consider taking the under, and we can look at that even over on outlier here. The under is 6.5. So the under may or may not hit. It's plus 105 over on DraftKings. A little bit of an enticement. If it was plus 100, then it would be something that I would pick. So the under is actually hit 3 and 2 for the well, for in general. So 3 and 2 for the Pirates, 2 and 3 for the Phillies. I did go over on the 6, but it went under on the yesterday. When Sanchez is in, the over has hit 4 straight games. So 4-1 to the over. And when Skeens is pitching, 2-1 to the over. Again, the last 5. Head-to-head, they're actually 1-0 in a matchup against each other, again, from this season on the 18th, pretty much. You see down here it says the under is hitting 21 of the Pirates' last 32 games, which is still good. But again, this is enticing because Philly may come out here and still score, 5 runs, 6 runs, and then, the Bucks may score 1 or 2 runs, 3 runs. The hope is that, because we won 2-1 yesterday, the hope is that we can win today, because Philly has been kind of let me see. Let me look at the. Yeah, when we really look at Philly, they've only won 2 games out of the last 10. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm mad I didn't take the Pirates on the 6 or yesterday on the money line. I should have done it because I knew Philly was struggling. I knew it. I was talking about it a few times to myself. I'm like, Philly is struggling, and I'm trying to find some hitters to choose for 2 total bases, and it's not coming through for the team. They're just on this slump right now, so yeah, look at that. 4 and 6 the last 10. Oh, okay, sorry, that's Skeens. Sorry, that's Skeens. But still, again, they're 2 and 8. So look at this, 1 and 5 the last 6 road games. I kind of feel like the Pirates are going to win today. But again, I still kind of feel like it's going to be a low-scoring game. But this is really, really enticing. That plus 105. But just wanted to just give an extra little added something to that thing there. But that's that with Sanchez, and the other pick was Seguno. As you see, he's 8 and 2 to under with hits. 6.5 on DraftKings, which is minus 145. So I parlayed that on DraftKings, gave me a plus 174 value. I bet $5 and some change to get back 15 bucks and some change. So hopefully both pitchers handle business. When we're looking at Sengun again, he's handling business his last 5 and 10 games, averaging just 5.4 hits for 5.4 for the last, and even 5.3 in the last 20. Look at this. He's literally 18 and 2. So, you know, even with the pick, if you were to even take it as a straight up bet, right? I'm going to log back into DraftKings. And, you know, let's say I wanted to do another $5 and some change, you know, to get back something, whatever that may be. Baltimore. This is a little bit later in the day. So again, hits allowed for the over, take the under, 145 minus 145. So if I wanted to do $5, it'll get back $8.44. So then to get back, say 10, you probably just do extra dollar, $6 to turn into $10. If you wanted to do, 10, you would get back $16.89. So it's just something that just kind of throw out there if you wanted to just take it straight up. But I'm taking a chance on both pitchers to handle business today for that one. So you would figure for the other one, because it was minus 160, you would put down maybe $14 to get back for the other pitcher. You would put down, to get back something, say, like I said, $14 would get you back $22.75 just off of $14. That's how you, because again, the picks are juiced like that. They're super low. So yeah, because again, if you get a plus 100, you put $10 down, you get $10 back. So it's just like, you gotta just add the extra few dollars to kind of handle, and hope that it hits. And then if it does, then you are in the right standing. Yeah, so that's the other reason why. That's the other thing, because the Athletics, like, they sometime hit, most of the time don't. But let's look. I didn't even look at what they have here. It looks like they have a mix of left versus right, per right-handed batters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right-handed batters, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 out of 12 batters are right-handed batters. So he pitches very well against that. So that hopefully will work out. We shall see what happens today. Again, it's a Sunday, so it should be an interesting day. And my hope is, because the Oilers are my favorite baseball team in MLB, hopefully my O's can get this win today. We did win yesterday, if I remember correctly. I didn't put anything on this game, on yesterday's game, but we won 7-4. So, but I didn't put anything on this game. I should have, but I wasn't paying attention. Plus, I wasn't feeling well yesterday. Like I mentioned yesterday, I ended up, once I got done streaming, I ended up laying right down and ended up taking a nap, maybe like a half hour or so after I stopped the stream, and slept for I think about like an hour, a little over an hour, and that helped me feel better, because I definitely wasn't feeling well the evening before. It must have been something that I ate or something. But I went out with a friend, and we went. It was a nice little date I had with a friend of mine at this place that I never even heard of. A new place that I added to my list that I probably more than likely will go to next month, just to kind of nice little spot to go. And it's a little bakery spot. You go and ask for a cupcake or something, just sit at a table and just mind your business, Just a nice little place not far from where I live. I think it's like 10 minutes away from me by vehicle, but I don't drive, so I have to catch an Uber or a Lyft to get there. Okay, so that's that pick. Enough of my rambling about the little enjoyment of the evening, but maybe it was because of the little cupcake that I don't know. But I wasn't feeling well even before I ate the cupcake. But anyway, let's look at this game here because I'm high on. I mentioned it yesterday. I'm high on the Marlins and the Rays, to be honest, because these are teams that are, you know, they're not like. Let me see. Yeah, it's like the Rays have the better record, 34-30. Marlins are 24-38. But more recently, both teams have been, you know, handling a little bit of business, just a smidge, over the last couple of weeks, because I've been paying attention to them, putting bets on them, taking Brandon Lowe on a few tickets, which I'm probably going to look to do today. Because I didn't do it yesterday, because I was thinking about putting him on a doubles pick, and I'm glad that I didn't, because he really struggled. I don't think he got a hit at all. Let's look at just look at this here and see. Yeah, like I said, just a smidge of a little bit of success for definitely, you know, there's definitely wins happening for the Rays. They're 7-3, while Miami is 3-7 the last 10. But when you really look at the scores that the Marlins, you know, they played against Colorado, they played against San Fran. You know, they're still scoring some runs. They had 10 last night, 3 the night before, or the day before, 2, 4, 2. So it's like they were sort of kind of struggling to find some runs, but they weren't losing by a lot as you're really looking at the scores. Per the teams that they're playing against too, you could probably factor that in too, because San Fran and Colorado, you know, been pretty much sucking as well. But like I said, even with the teams that they're playing against, they're not really, you know, they're not really losing by much. And then in the same instance, you're looking at the Rays, they're not winning by much either. Like, they only had those 2 big wins, the bottom here, San Fran and San Diego, where they blew them out within a 2-day time frame. But they're not out here, same thing, they're not out here winning by 4+ runs or whatever, if you're like looking at FanDuel, because I've been hitting here and there on FanDuel for a team to win by 4+ runs or whatever the case. And I might look to do that, but I'm glad that I haven't done it in a few days, just because a lot of teams that I normally would pick, they're not winning by 4, they're winning by 1 or 2, and I'm like, I really want to get back on those 4+ run type of tickets. So there's that. Yeah, see, head-to-head matchup, it's been much closer more recently for the season compared to last season, where Marlins won by 6-2, lost by 9-3, won by 5-3, won by 9-4. No, you know, this year it's, you know, they've only lost one time in a big way. Outside of that, they've only lost by 4 runs or a little bit less. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've been sort of, kind of, in a sense, doing better than normal, not losing by much. So let's look at this here. Let's see, because I have been high on Caminero lately, but I kind of stayed off of him because he's been kind of up and down. He's pretty much in the red on his batting average, so that's the other reason why I haven't touched him in a while. I think I put him down here. It was either here or here. One of the, because I know I think it was here and he got it from me. Then I did it again the next day and he didn't. So I was like, okay. Because when I was looking at stuff, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna, you know, touch him and put him on a ticket. But you know, he's 3-2 the last 5, 6-4 the last 10, as far as total bases are concerned. Double, he's been actually fairly good, actually. As far as the last 5 games, 10 games, he's 3 for 7. This might be a cause, possibly for a doubles pick, maybe. And Doubles is 330. Plus 330. I mentioned that yesterday in the stream. If it's plus 400 or less, those type of doubles you want to pick. So but that's the thing, he's going against a left-handed pitcher. That's the only thing. Let's look at his versus the mixes here. Yeah. 6, 7. Oh, that was against the left-handed. No, 6, 6. So it was a righty. So I'm taking it that he's getting doubles only against right-handed pitchers. Excuse me. Yep, only against right-handed pitchers. So today I would stay off. He might get, again, you never know what happens. He might get a double today, but I'm gonna not put him down for anything because he's going against a left-handed pitcher. He struggles against left-handed pitching. Yeah, look at this stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch him. Who knows? He might go yard today. I don't know, because sometimes that happens. You look at the info, it's like, oh, they're in the red, and they don't, you don't put them down. Then they go out there and hit a home run. It's like, where did that come from? It was just one of those days where it was just their turn to hit one out the park, even if that was like their only hit. Let me see. Maybe Yandy? No. Today might be a day where I don't put anything down for Mead. Oh, he's struggling a little bit. More recently, he has 2 for 3, but he's 7 for 10. He still struggles against left-handed pitchers. Yeah. Okay. So the question becomes then, should I, because I do team stuff, so let's see. So during this series, they went 1-1 for the current series, 1 and 2 to the under. Actually, no. Sorry. Wait. Sorry. So 1 and 1, 1 and 2, 2 and 2, 2 and 3 to the under on runs in the last 5 games for the matchup for this year. And they're only 3 and 6 to the under. 4 and 5. That's 9. 4. Yeah, that's 9. So 4 and 5 to the under. They're averaging 5 against them. Because again, Drew when you're fading Drew, he went under on his hits on the 17th, and he goes under his hits. Again, this is the reason why I took him in a pick, right? Yeah, I took him, I just brought him up, I took him under here. So I'm kind of mad because it went down, or should I say it went up, right? But so it went to plus 110. But see, I got it at minus 105 over on DraftKings roughly 2 hours ago. So the line moved so fast. Let me. Where's the I thought there was information on the line specifically. No. Yeah, Outlier usually has like info on when it opened, how long it's been opened. I can't find it. It's okay. But either way, I'm like, dag, like if the line moved per the info. So we'll see what happens. Because now, like I said, it switched to the minus 140. So kind of interesting to see. So I might still end up fading the Marlins on their runs here. Because I'm curious about that. Because I'll do that. I'll do a pick 'em. Like, I'm curious. I want to see if there's something going on, and I put it in, and it hits, and sometimes it doesn't. So today might be a day where it either does or it doesn't. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this pick, because I try my best to do just a couple of team straight bets, team total runs, totals, or whatever it is I'm deciding to do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in, and I might end up trying to do a home run pick or a parlay or something today, because I didn't do one yesterday. Nothing was really standing out, and some of the players went out there and smacked, not some, but a good bunch of players hit some home runs. Even some players that you normally wouldn't put down did, and that happens literally every day. Somebody on the bottom back end of the batting order, somebody always hits home run. It's usually like plus 800, plus 900, plus 1000. It's usually every single day one of those plus plus 700s or higher. Somebody on that bottom spot is going to usually hits a home run. Oh, speaking of home runs, Mr. Crow Armstrong, Pete, was a plus 800 on a home run. I think it was like plus 830 yesterday. Per his info, there was a reason why it was like that per the pitching matchup. Somebody had mentioned that in the Discord betting group that I'm in, and yeah, there was a reason why it was like that. If you were one of the people that actually took Pete for the home run at that number, you cashed good. Especially if you put, like, say, a full unit on her, you cashed greatly, because he went out there and it was the only hit that he had yesterday. And I'm mad that I did not. That was mentioned and I did not put it in. Of course, the Cubs won, but he caught a home run yesterday. He smacked one out the park. It was his only hit. So I'm just like, really just like, dag, I should have put a couple bucks on that. I would have won, at least 10, 12, 15, something like that. But let me go on ahead and do this. I think that's why the line moved now that I'm looking at it, because Tampa Bay are favored at minus 245 for the money line. That's why. No wonder I couldn't figure out why it was like that until now. I'm on FanDuel now. I'm trying to find the Marlins total run. Okay, so it's up. So for them to hit 4 total runs is a plus 102. But again, this here is minus 130. So I'm gonna go on ahead and I'm gonna put this dollar and some change to try to get back, say, $2. So let's go on ahead and do that. If you heard the clicking noise in the back, that means that I did the screenshot. Oh shoot, I forgot. Sorry, I'm I'm responding to a text message. I forgot that he messaged me last night. I was asleep. That's why I wasn't feeling so well, because I was just so tired from just not feeling well. After 8:30 hit, I started to look at some lines on my phone. I was like, man, I'm kind of dozing. Let me just go ahead and just close my eyes. And I slept until 2:30 a.m. and was up for like pretty much. I'm thinking about it, I've been up since. I did not go back to sleep. So that means I'm going to sleep well tonight. I got to go back to work tomorrow. I don't want to. Oh, my brother just hit me saying that he won on a ticket. Nice. Nice. He just texted me. Hold on 1 second. Hold up. Wait. Okay. All right. So I put that pick in. So now we move on to the next one. Do this. Okay. So as per usual, I'm just gonna look at a few games. Cause I usually try to stream for about like a little over an hour, probably an hour and a half, and then I call it a day. So today, let's look at this game here, because Washington got shut out yesterday, lost 5-0. Ain't that some cheese? All right, so for the game, they're now going against this Jacob Latz, he doesn't have any, because he's only pitched 17 innings. He is a lefty. So this may possibly work out for him, maybe. Most of Washington's batters are lefties. But James, for the most part, bats very well against lefties, but he's been struggling the last 5 games. He's 1 for 5 at getting 2 total bases or more. 5 for 5. Look at this stuff. Whoa. Okay. So today I might end up taking James for 2 total bases. I'll probably do that at least. This is doubles good life. He's had 3 the last 10, 1 the last 5, 5 the last 20. This is doubles 3 plus 390. Let me see here. Today might be the day he comes out the slump, right? So his is a plus 135. This is like a no-brainer because again, per his matchup against the pitcher that he's batting against, per the information, I'm gonna go on ahead and I'm just gonna assume, because again, we don't know what's gonna happen. He may end up not getting a hit at all today, and he might get a hit today. So I'm gonna go on ahead. I'm going to take James Wood here for 2 total bases at plus value, plus 130. Now, I did do a plus 130 yesterday. It was Tucker for the Cubs. It did not cash for me. Hopefully, that changes today. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Crap, I can't take it back. Because I don't like it when, crap. I don't like it when DraftKings and even FanDuel does it. They'll, it'll keep one of your picks in as if that's what you wanted to do, and that's not what I wanted to do. I didn't want to keep my pick on there. So that pick was an accident. But again, if James comes out here and handles business, and because I accidentally had Sanchez on the ticket as well. So if Sanchez handle business, James handle business, I'll get a little bit extra cash in my pocket. So, but that's that pick. Simple and easy. And I usually just do 1 pick per game. Okay, now. Tanner is up to pitch. Walter is up to pitch. So Walter is another pitcher that is interesting case. Doesn't have any info on him. Now I think let's look at this. Let's look at the hit streaks. Yeah, Jose has 7 hits. So he doesn't have any information. He's a switch batter. He does really well against left-handed pitchers except for his ISO, because the ISO is what I usually look at as far as total bases, right? 7 and 3 the last 10, 3 and 5 the last 5. But he's fully in the green. Most part, except for 1, right? That's on Sundays. The real question is Jose gonna go yard today? He only has 1 home run on Sundays. It's 4 runs, 4 walks though. Oh, so this one's pushed up. Interesting that they pushed it up. Well, not really, because he's had 5 games out of the last 10 that he's gotten 3 hits plus runs plus RBIs. It's plus 115. Well, his total bases, I'm gonna guess and say plus. Let me look at this on DraftKings real quick. So Jose's is minus 115 for a 2 total base versus his plus runs plus RBI is plus 115. He has two. There's two, but he has. Single. That was way back. Okay. Let me. Nope. Just a single. Red. So it looks like Jose is the only one that's really standing out for referral. Now Quan did. He did have. Yeah, he had 4 the last game, but he didn't. I don't think he went for home. Yeah, he didn't go for home. I think he had 2 or 3 hits. Look at this. He had 3 hits that game, but he's been really struggling lately. He struggles against left-handed pitchers. So, but he's in the. That's the thing. He's in the green. You would sit there and be like, you look at all this information, be like, yeah. You would think that he would, you know, be 8 for 2 or 9 for 1 as far as, but he's just been struggling to really find his bat. Sundays he's hitting really well. 11 hits, 314 average, 457 slug. And against lefties, 19 hits, 279, 338. You would think that he would be out here handling business, but he's not. He had a double yesterday too. Could have put that with Ellie, and it would have been definitely some money in my pocket. Cause I'm looking, like I've been mentioning, really looking at doubles for the year. Just gotta really get a feel of a player and their stats and what you're looking at. Plus 110. This means that he maybe possibly will not allow an earned run. There's no guarantee. May want to consider fading him on his hits today. Maybe. There's literally only 2 right-handed batters on the. Two left-handed batters on the team. He pitches really well against right-handed batters. 254 PBA. So you might want to consider putting him down for stuff. But let's see. Mostly in the green. Now, early in the season, I put Paredes down on a couple of tickets, and he cashed for me both times. If I remember correctly, it was only 2 or 3 times. He cashed like 2 out of the 3 on a single bet. So, and I think one of them was a hit plus run plus RBI, and he got it for me. I think it was like a home run or something. I was like, cool. Pena, I recently took him on total bases. He came through for me. Struggles against left-handed pitchers. It was the 3-3-3. I saw it, but it's on grass though. Okay. Oops. He's had 3 doubles recently, just this month. Kind of enticing to put him down for a double here. But he's had 2, but it was like early last year. Even had it back to back against the Pirates. Dang. 3. Dang it. Let me look at something. Now they have gone over in 3 straight games. Head to head, they've been hitting. Birdman Best, what's going on? How are you? Hope you're doing well today. Good morning or good day, whichever comes first. Do I want to do it's minus 105 for them to score 4 runs, but again, they're going against Bobby here. That's the only thing. He's striking out the last. You just put your parlays in. Nice. You too. Thank you. That's the hope. So the last 5 games, he's actually allowed. He's 3-2 to allowing 4 runs. Actually, no, 2 and 3 to allowing 4 runs. Do I want to fade Houston on this spot here because they're playing against a pitcher, batting against a pitcher that's actually sort of kind of handling business. It's an dangerous for a different team since Trout has been back. They've been winning underdogs. Yeah, they have. I might end up touching on that game in a minute. The question today: do I want to rely on? Because yesterday I faded. Per the info, the Cardinals. I looked at the Cardinals and I said the information was saying to take the under on their runs, and I went with the over, and they went under. So for this specific pick, the information is saying to take the over, but they're batting against Bobby, who, in the midst of him allowing the last 5 games, 2 games for teams to score on runs on him. He's allowed 2 games the last 5, but only 4 the last 10. But in the one matchup from last year, he only allowed 2 runs. And he pitches very well against right-handed batters. So because again, the batters themselves are all righties, and he pitches well against righties, and he doesn't against lefties. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take another chance. I'm gonna fade. Excuse me. I'm gonna go ahead and fade the Astros here on the total runs here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. So that'll be the second. It'll be the only. I usually try to do 2 team bets a day in MLB, at least 2. Where are they? Oh, there we go. I was like, where's the game? So minus 118 on FanDuel. I'm going to go right on ahead and fade them here. Screenshot. We in, we there. Again, it's minus 118. So I'm going to take a chance. We'll see what happens, because they pretty much do be scoring again. They score against Cleveland, but Bobby's pitching, so hopefully he handles business today. for the first half, and then the bullpen hopefully will manage the second half. We will see what happens with that. So that's that pick. Because originally I was gonna go with Jose for 2 total bases. So I might still put that in, but it'll probably be after the stream. Okay, Chicago and Tigers. Look how beautiful the Tigers are in the green. Like, technically Chicago too. More so, like at least the upper half. Well, actually, no, sorry, it's the Cubs here. The question becomes: Is Pete going yard back to back today? But he's taking on Jack here. Jack strikes out most. He more recently has been not allowing hits. Same thing with earned runs. Well, he's actually 3-2 to allowing earned runs last, and as well as 7-3 actually. But again, he's striking out players. Let me see. He's in the green. So he's had 3 straight games of getting hits plus runs plus RBI, basically HRR. My question is, do I want to put him down for HRR or do I want to put him down for total base? So Sundays have been an interesting case for me as far as Pete. I think I put him down on Sundays, I think it was 3 times. And I'm 1-2 to putting him down for any type of prop. Even in the head-to-head matchup, he's actually good. Technically, this year, it's 2-0. So, I just locked it in. Well, I gotta, something happened. It's causing an error. So let me, that was strange. DraftKings, that was weird. Try this again. There we go. Went through. Pick went through. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take Pete for 2 total bases. Hopefully he gets 4th straight game. And hopefully I will be 2-2 last few Sundays. Let me see. Horton's pitching. Interesting they don't have any other real detailed information on Horton, but outlier is here. He's been sort of kind of handling business. Now, as far as just one total base, he's 9-1 the last 10 games, and 4-6 the last 10 as far as getting 2 head to head. 1-4, 1-3. So, I don't know if I want to put him down. Unless because I haven't put a bet on Bet 365 in a while. I can probably take $5. Do like a 4-leg for $1. I'll probably do that off stream. But I at least have my pick in for that game. I was just looking at something else. If there was anything else that kind of stood out. Riley, you did come through for me a few games ago, but since then you've been sucking off. And actually, that's right. The one, I think it was the 6th. Was it the 6th or the 5th? One of those games, they said that you were resting and then they brought you out. I guess late game, you had one at bat and then they sat you. I was upset. I was like, why would they even play you? If they were saying that they were gonna have you just kind of just chill out and not play, because I had him down for I think it was 2 total bases, and I was just like, yo, like that didn't make any sense to me. He's in the green. But again, he's been kind of struggling lately. So, no. Carpenter, same thing, struggling. That's why out of all the games, he's 1-9 the last 10. And the only hit that he had was the 3 home runs that he had on the second against the White Sox. That's wild. I was hopeful that that Javier was going to be doing some things, and he just hasn't been able to really find himself. He goes on, he's going a little bit of stretches of getting some total bases, but nothing really substantial though. Like, he might get a total base today. He's in the green for practically most of his stuff. hold on 1 second. I forgot about something. I was supposed to do that before the stream. I forgot. Give me one moment. I gotta send something to the Discord real quick. No. Dos. Cuatro. Cinco. Okie dokie. And okay. So I might do that. I might take Javier and I might take was it Bush? No, it was Riley. No, not Riley. Maybe Riley. Suzuki. Yesterday's stream, I forgot about that. I was gonna possibly put him out for 2 total bases, and I did not do that. I talked about it, and he went yard. Not once, but twice. Very, very upset that I missed out on that. He has no info. Oh, okay, no, he's 0 for 5 though. The question becomes, they actually allow over against them, but that was last season though. Kind of interesting that the Cubs kind of, well, it's sports though. I was gonna say it's kind of interesting the Cubs kind of slowed down a little bit, but it's sports, it happens. What can you do? Oh, there's another number, 444. He has 1 home run against Flaherty too. I wonder when he got that. His ISO's the only thing that's down. He's in the red though, as far as the pitch mix is concerned, in the red. But he's been sort of kind of getting at least some hits, total bases. Yeah, he's been getting hits pretty much most of the time. So 6 for 4. I don't know. Like I said, I have my pick. It was just, I just wanted to look at some other stuff for the game real quick. So I usually just do 1 pick game. Zachary. Mm. That was last year where he had 6. Went under on his runs. 4 for 6 on the no. Yeah, 4 for 6 on the under, but 6 for 4 on the over. Brady. Hasn't really been able to find his way of striking cats out. Interesting, the rating for the over is 35 when he's getting over 6 for 4 the last 10 games. So you would think that the over rating would be at 55 or plus or 60. Interesting. 57% on the under for the over. I mean for the under. Let's see. Ellie came through. Like I mentioned in yesterday's video, this is from the stream from yesterday. I talked about it. He came through, going 3 for 4 on total bases, hits, plus runs, plus RBIs, double, and just a hit in general. So your boy did his thing yesterday. I think today I'm gonna probably look to go maybe Friedel, but he's 0 for 5. Zach has been like handling it, even though Friedel was green as far as Zach's picked up the mix. He's in the green for the most part. It's 3 for 3, 3 through 3 again. So Suarez did his thing yesterday. I could tell down he did not come through. He's been struggling though. He's 0 for 6 against Brady. What about Carroll? He's 2 for 3. He has a double. 1000% ISO, which is great. He's in the green for the most part. He's just been struggling to hit. He's in the red as far as facing off against left-handed batters. It's just that he's been struggling to do anything against right-handed pitchers. So Josh. 444. Can't really find anything for this game. Like I would love to put Cattell back down. He's in the green. For the picks Mitch. For his splits, he's in the green. All roads are pointing for him to get at least 2 total bases or a little bit more, maybe 3. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and put him down. I'm gonna put him down. And I'm sorry, that wasn't yesterday. That was the day before. I thought it was yesterday. I didn't know. There was 2 games yesterday. Yeah, I put him in a parlay. That's what it was. For his plus runs plus RBIs, he didn't come through. And then somebody else to do. So I'm just gonna put him down for 2 total bases, see what happens. Okay. Mariners. Angels. Look how beautiful that is. He wanted to take his over on hits. Even though he's only gotten 2. Even this year he went under. But he's been basically handling business on hits. Oh. It's pretty much my alarm letting me know that it's pretty much almost time to stop streaming. Yeah, 'cause it's almost an hour away. I mean, hour and a half out in. Kirby, Sir George. You may want to fade his strikeouts. He's doing, look at that, 400? Sheesh. He's green, son. Okay, Seattle getting shut down today? It's the question at hand. I mean, not Seattle, the Angels. That's right, I did take Hop for 2 total bases in the parlay. He didn't come through. Nope, because he's been struggling. I think I just put him in. I'm gonna just put him down. Maybe he does it and he didn't. And that's why I was like, dag, I should have put somebody else on there. I think Ward got the total base yesterday. Yeah, he got the 2 total. So it was just like, but there was another player on there that didn't get the 2 total base. So had I round robin, then I would have at least 2 out of the 4 would have gotten me something back. He has a double, but his batting average sucks. 77 pitches, 5 for 21. So, just one. Charles 3 for 6. Interesting. 41 pitches, only 3 for 6. Interesting stuff. Call had 2 home runs last night. Deuce of them things. He has a home run against Anderson, but he's only 2 for 13 in 68 pitches. Oof. I don't know, he might go yard again today. He just might. I mean, he's in the green for the most part against the Pixmich. He's in the green pretty much on everything as far as his averages on the specific days and away and all of that. And in June it goes 3.33 again, but and his slugging is high. So no wonder, like, he's been hitting, like getting home runs and everything in the last 10 games. He has 5 the last 10, 2 the last 5, and he's getting, he's averaging 3.5 total bases. Interesting that the 3.5 is there. Let me look at DraftKings. Maybe his total bases is oops, wrong game. I'm gonna guess and say his total bases, Ward's total base. I mean, Call's total bases, like -1 something, -110. But again, the only thing is he only has 2 hits against your boy out of 13 at bats. Man. So that's interesting. If you would have taken him for home runs back here at the end of the month, we'll be pretty much walking into June, you would be good. Because he's been hitting the ball the last 10 games. I don't know, we'll see. But it's over an hour and a half. I'm pretty much kind of getting tired. That's probably why, because like I said, I've been up since 2:30 a.m. I didn't go back to sleep. Started looking at stuff and posting my results and looking at lines and putting picks in, and was gonna try to take a nap and I didn't. I just got right up and started doing stuff and washing clothes and stuff. So, but if I see anything else, I'll post it on my Twitter. So again, go follow me over on Twitter, right over here. Be able to get the rest of my picks. The NBA, I might look at some WNBA stuff because I haven't put anything in, because it was kind of WNBA is kind of a little bit of a struggle to try to figure out the ladies on what they're gonna do or not gonna do. So been pretty much the other picks that I put in pretty much been losing more than winning, but we'll see what happens. But either way, let's hope that the play of the day, that Paul Skeens gets under 5 hits against Philly today. In a few hours from now, we'll see what happens. I may watch that game. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't really watched much sports games. I've just been watching because I'm a bettor. I watch it. I pay attention to everything. I just look up on this app called The Score, and I just watch all the stuff just happen right there as the games are progressing. So, but I'm out. Holler at you later. Birdman Best, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. It's definitely real. And everybody else, hope you all stay safe, stay humble, and hope that we can cash some wins today, and then hope that the second week of June is kind to us all, leaving it just a little bit. But I'll holler at y'all tomorrow with the video for tomorrow and the week to come. And definitely, once again, hopefully my Oklahoma City Thunder win game 2 NBA final tonight. We'll see what happens with that. But